Hello and welcome to episode number 7 of GuildRock SMP. My goals on GuildRock at the moment are to finish all the builds that I've started. This week's goal is to finish my starter house and ideally the landscape around it as well. But as the building took a good long time to complete, I've decided to make this a two-part episode and complete the landscaping next time. So, coming up in today's episode, we add a cosy fireplace to the house. And we start building a tower as well. So let's jump in and get started. Now, the last time I was on, I promised that I would finish the wool farm, which is down this tunnel behind me. So I have finally done that in between episodes. So let's go and have a quick look at that now. Now, if you follow me down here, not that you've got a great deal of choice about it. We've still got the collection room over there, but if we have a look down here, then a lot more's been done. So all around we've got additions to the walls and management for the vines and the glowberries and things like that. So lighting's done on each level. So if we come down here, there's all lights. Torches have all been removed, and everything has been made a little bit more pretty and a little bit more cave-like. So there we go, we're all done. So that's really good news, and that means that we can now move on. Now this is the area that I really want to work on in today's episode. So I want to finish the starter base that I built. I know it looks like it's reasonably well decorated, but there's more I want to do to it. I want to put in a chimney, I want to put in a tower over the back. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. And there's plenty of landscaping that needs to be done. Yeah, I started something here but never got around to finishing it. And also I want to merge in the entrance to the wool farm a little bit better with the rest of the paths, make the paths a little bit more beautiful and link it up with Joe Buffalo's starter base over there as well. And also going in this direction, I'd like to blend in a little bit more. Once we get past these trellises with the hanging vines, I want to do something with this bridge because it's been here since day one and it's not very pretty. It's just a jungle plank bridge going across with no supports. So I've got to do something with that, and then that will link up with the rest of the network in the starter base area for the Zarquon Guild. So that's what I'm going to do there, and of course we've got other areas that we can play with. We've got a little bit of land here, and there's a little area out the back as well, and not much has happened with the house on the back side. It needs to be a little bit of tidying up done, and we can remove this tree now and perhaps do something a little bit more with the view as well. And as if there wasn't enough to do, we've got to put my horse somewhere. Now the first order of the day is to replace all of these wool blocks over here with my wall palette. And I've got all those ready, so it's going to be bone blocks, mushroom stems and smooth quartz. So I'm going to go around and do those on all the sides that need it, and then we'll start on the next job. Now the next job I'd like to work on is working on the ends of the roof line here. As you can see, at some point I managed to change the end point here to make it a little bit higher up and give it a little bit more of a fantasy feel to it. So I'm going to do that on here and on the other sides that you can't see. So that's the job I would like to do next. So I'm going to get my scaffolding and we'll do that right now. Right, here we are, and what we've got to do is we've got to start by taking off these old bits here and then replacing them over here. So what I want is another couple of those blocks, not the slabs because I won't be able to put the deep slate tiles on, and I want a staircase block in there. In fact, we've got one there, haven't we? It's a broken one, but that's fine. Then we come up with a slab on there. So now the main theme is that slab, so we put one of those down. But then, yep, we want another stair block like that. Hopefully we've got one in the tiles like that. Is that tiles? They're bricks, aren't they? Sorry, my mistake. And then we build up this one here as well. Let's see if we can do that. We've got some cracked there. That might be nice to have a cracked one in there. Let's do that. swap it out, do that, and then all we have to do is bring it up to this level and then put an upside down stair block. So we've got this on this level, so an upside down stair block backwards. So let's have one of those, and we put that there like that. And I'm not sure I brought any wool with me. Oh, I have actually, I have, yes. Let's put one of those on. And that's that one there done. Let's pop across to here and have a look. And that's done it in the same style as that one there, which is just what I wanted. Right, now to work on all the others. So there we go, all the roof endings are now done. So let's have a look around the other side as well. There's only one on the other side, I think. So pop around here. Got a nice open space here where we can do something. So as you can see, that's all done. And I think there's another couple of roof details I'd like to do while we're on roofs. And one of them is going to be a chimney and fireplace. So let's have a look at that. So I want to have a chimney or fire, and coming up for a fireplace somewhere over here. And I'm wondering whether a roof window would look quite nice. Maybe over this side over here, I'm thinking. So let's have a look. Maybe over there like that. Oh, there's a block of dirt over there. What? Where's that come from? Is that me or has somebody else done that? Not sure. I'll have to take that off. But anyway, that's what I'd like to do. So a roof window and also a chimney of some kind. Right, here we go. On one side of the build we now have a little roof window put in, and I'm reasonably happy with the way that has turned out, because it's similar in style to these other roof lines over here, so it ramps up from the side. And if you can see over here, there's some smoke billowing out the top of the house. So we have a chimney there, and I've started putting in a bit of a fireplace, but it's not finished yet. So here we go, we've got our fireplace. We've got a little bit of sort of a smoky looking gradient going here from where perhaps a little bit of smoke is leaking out and discolouring the front wall here. But yes, a lot of stuff needs moving around here. There's a lot of dumped chests, and I haven't worked out where they're all going to go yet. But I have been putting a lot of the stuff that I have had into shulker boxes, so it's all a bit neater and a bit tidier. So when it does come to move everything, it's going to be easier. That's where I am at the moment. So let's move on to the next bit. Now it's time to work on the tower, and I've done a little bit of groundwork, working out the size that I want the tower to be. It's only going to be 7 by 7 in diameter, and it's going to go up through this roof section here and a bit higher up, so you should be able to see the outside of the tower from the other side, and also it'll have a roof on top of that. I suppose it's going to be not entirely dissimilar to Hawkon's base over there, but mine's going to be on the side, and it's going to use this little bit of dead space here underneath. It's sort of a porch going over the doorway here, which has been nice, but I feel we can use that for something else, which is going to be our tower. So I'm going to get started on that, and then we'll see where we go. Okay, here we go. The tower is taking shape, as you can see, so let's go and have a look and see how it interacts with the building we've got here. Oops, bad landing, never mind. Right, if we come through the door here, this used to be the back door, and this now leads into a staircase that goes all the way up there. Not quite to the top, because we're going to come around. We've got all these little windows sticking out as well, as you can see. And this comes out to this level here, which is going to be the top floor. So if we drop out here, then you can see we go all the way up to this level here, which is quite high. And we've got lots of scaffolding here, but it's giving us a good view all the way around of the area. We can see Lockley's base, we can see Akimitsu's base, Hawkon's, and Joe Buffalo's there as well, so everybody's just together. Now if we pop over here, then we should be able to have a look back and see how tall it is. It's quite tall actually. I've broken up the flatness of the sides a little bit with a band there, and we've got a base which is in keeping with the base around the main house there. And now I've got to put a roof on the top, sort of a conical roof. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but I may do it in a similar style to this, starting off coming in at a fairly standard angle, 45 degrees, and then hopefully get it to go a little bit of a sharper angle coming up towards the top. I'm not sure. Not got a huge amount of space to play with, so we'll have to play it by ear a bit. But anyway, that's where I'm at the moment, so I'm going to start putting some details on the tower. Right, here we are. I have put the roof on and done a little bit of detailing on the tower. So let's go along and have a look. So from down below it looks like that, which is not too bad. I think I could probably do a little bit more detail on it. But on the inside we have started to get some interiors put in, some floors, and it goes all the way up to the very top. Well, almost to the very top, the top window anyway, which is over here. That looks out over here towards the rest of our base and over to the hills. And let's go and have a look from our vantage point. Oh, good to see that the elytra are working nicely. Let's go and have a look from our vantage point over here and we'll see what it looks like from our original standpoint. Right, here we are, and this is the new look to the base. Well, maybe it doesn't look like it's changed much, but it has changed a fair bit. So what we do now is we'll have a quick look at a couple of screenshots I took, one before and one after. So let's have a look at those now. Right, well, as you can see, this is the before and this is the after. It doesn't look like very much has changed other than the tower, but there has been a lot of work gone into this. So yes, the next step will be to do the landscaping. And then we'll have another look and see how it looks again. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. Next time we'll put some custom trees in and complete the landscaping and also the bridge as well. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that project. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing if you'd like to see some more. Look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. So, have fun. And see you later.